Summertime. Sit back and rewind. Or unwind.
It's not rewind. Sounds like a rewind to the winter. Is that what you're talking about? Go back to the winter, y'all.
Listen, karaoke and rap recitals aren't my forte.
Yeah, well, listen. Sit back and rewind.
Yeah.
You wish you could rewind that section, don't you?
God damn it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome.
Guess what? It's the first day of summer.
Yeah.
June 21st.
The summer solstice, as it were.
Summer solstice.
Is this the longest day of the year? Is that what it is? The longest, don't they call it the longest day?
Maybe.
The most light is today?
Oh, well, there you go. It's always something.
Probably fake news I just gave you. But
yeah.
It could be real. It sounds cool.
It does sound promising.
It sounds actually legitimate, like scientific.
Yeah.
But it may not be.
Okay.
I don't know.
Don't quote us.
It could be good.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Talking Trends. We do this Monday to Friday, 5 o'clock to whenever we please, but we like to keep it like a half-hour show, roughly. And within the show, we like to discuss 4 topics. And midway, we shout you guys out, of course, for tuning in live, because it's the least we can do,
of course,
is shout you guys out for tuning in. And, of course, if this is your first time tuning into the podcast, myself and Tony find interesting news articles from across the globe, and we bring them to the comforts of your home so we can all share in a laugh of other people's misfortunes.
That's what we long to do. Kick them while they're down, people.
Yeah,
that's our motto around here.
Exactly. Beat the dead horse.
Yeah, well, listen.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, unlike a lot of podcasts, this is done live. And for those in the chat, like I've said before, we like to hear your comments and opinions on our stories, of course, and we do respect your time.
Yep.
So, you may be wondering what we're going to be talking about today, and today's stories are as follows. Hey, love a good pizza.
Who doesn't?
You know, and I also love a good robbery attempt that is failed.
We love both of those.
Love them.
Pizza a little bit more.
Yes, it's a little action pizza.
When's the last time you had a pizza? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's
I
been.
think we talked about this before.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure it out.
It's
I might
been a
have to
minute.
actually go through. I have to go through my transaction history.
All right.
Maybe I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll let you know when I actually.
time.
Yeah, pizza time. Joe Jackson, father of the iconic Jackson family.
One and only.
The one and only. He's not doing so well, ladies and gentlemen.
No, he's not feeling too good, guys. Might be the last days.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So send your condolences.
Pre-condolences. He's not dead yet.
Well, the article does say he's on his deathbed.
Well, he is.
So,
He'll pull through.
oh gosh.
Something's gonna happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a bunch of things, on a bucket list that you want to accomplish in life. This probably not being one of them. Getting a hot dog into the face and receiving a black eye as a result. This lady from Philadelphia, that's what happened to her. Pictured here.
And it wasn't Jamie Foxx.
And Jamie Foxx had nothing to do with...
It's not his wiener smacking people this time.
No.
Allegedly.
And speaking of allegations...
Busted.
This lady, pictured here, has been sentenced to some jail time, ladies and gentlemen, for what, you may ask? False rape accusations.
Just a little bit of jail time.
Just a tiny bit of jail time.
We'll talk about that.
We will be talking about that.
Interesting conversation, I'm sure.
Yes.
We'll follow that.
And before we get today's show started, we'd like to wish anybody out there celebrating a birthday more life to you, my friends.
Happy birthday, y'all.
And our celebrity friends who are celebrating birthdays today are one, Chris Pratt.
Superstar, what's his name? Star-Lord?
Star-Lord from the Guardians of the
Star-Lord.
Galaxy.
Yeah. 39 years old.
Yes. And Prince William.
The Princey.
Hey.
Only 36. Again, another guy who I thought was a little bit older.
That's, it's so funny how
It's
people
the hair.
age. Some people age badly, man.
Listen, his hair is not doing well. He looks like he's bald. It's not a good look, man. Just shave it, dude.
That's what I mean.
Just do it.
Just come to Qualms
Yeah.
and be like, I gotta let this go.
You'll feel better. Trust me. I know.
When I first met Tony.
Yeah. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty.
It was rough. It was
rough.
It was a little tuft of hair
Yeah,
at the top of his forehead. I was like, what is...
At a certain point, you got to say, you know what? It's time.
But I remember when you did it, I was like, dude, I was like, you actually look a lot better.
People are like, why didn't you do that long time ago?
It was almost sad, Tony, for how long you kept on.
Well, you should have said fucking something instead of saying nothing. Nobody said anything. See, if someone would have said something, I would have been all right. But everyone want to keep quiet until.
That's the thing. Well, we know how important for men, and I'm assuming for women too. I mean, the whole balding thing is a huge thing. You don't want to go bald. You want to go through life gracefully, and you don't want to lose your hair. I mean, it's a part of you, but I mean, it was looking pretty bad.
Well, no, I get it. It was looking bad, and for a long time, I was like, I'm gonna shave it, and then I was like afraid to because you're shaving your head. That's a big thing. So at one point, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna trim this down real tight, and then I was like, nah, let's go all the way.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, man. Then they look at pictures from like
you look crazy.
When I did have hair. They're like, dude, you should have done that years ago.
Yeah, you look crazy. I had another friend who will remain nameless.
Shameless.
And shameless. He did the same thing too. He held on for quite some time.
He's grasping.
Yeah, and he was getting his hair braided, and it was braided at first for a couple years.
Yeah.
And the braids started turning into it went from 8 braids, cornrows, to 6. And then the 4, then the 3.
That's what I'm saying.
And then the 1. It was just like, dude, you got.
It's not good.
Who's braiding your hair? First of all, they got to be honest with you too.
Yeah, they got to be. That's like your priest.
Yeah,
straight up. Just tell me how it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Don't be lying to me all the time. Alyssa says Lebanese folks age well.
Shouts out.
Looks like they do.
Hey.
Lisa says leave Tony alone, and Jonathan says Tony's kind of hot. Hey. Shouts out
all kinds of
to Jonathan.
The support.
Why don't you attack me?
I'm not attacking
the people.
Listen, if you have, it's kind of like when you have something in your teeth.
Right.
And tell me, ladies and gentlemen, if I have some spinach in my teeth. I don't want to go around town looking like a fool.
I would tell you if you did.
Thank you.
So you should have told me about my little tuft of hair.
Well, we had just met, so I didn't know if I could cross that boundary.
Right.
Right. If you still had hair now.
Yeah, you tell me.
Yeah, we would.
You'd bring the clippers in.
Yeah, we would do a live stream of me cutting your hair.
See, now if I had hair, that'd be good for ratings right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Do that live.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll have to shave something else.
Yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad we had that.
What just happened?
Yeah, that was good.
It's a good little share your feelings with the group session.
Yeah,
And now we feel good.
Just let it go, ladies and gentlemen. If you're thinking about doing something and it doesn't look right, just try a new look.
And if your friend's got something all messed up, tell your friends.
And I get it. Sometimes people are sensitive, and you don't want to overstep your boundary. I mean, if you're good friends with somebody,
step up.
Just be like, hey, have you thought about doing this? Because your braids are looking hella crazy.
Yeah.
Or your hairline's looking real. What's the plan? Can we talk about the plan here?
Yeah. Your hairline running away from your face.
Yeah. If I was an insurance broker, your hair would not get a policy.
Ooh, that's not good.
No, it's not good.
No, you don't want that.
Now, my hair, for instance, will get the best coverage known to man. No, anyway.
Everything covered.
Yeah. Full incidentals. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to today's show.
Let's do something productive.
Yeah. What's going on here?
Good Lord.
Let's talk about pizza. Everybody loves pizza, right?
We do.
Hey, a neighbor helped stop a robbery of a pregnant pizza delivery driver.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's not bad.
I enjoy that.
As a result, ladies and gentlemen, 2 teens have been arrested. An armed neighbor is being praised for coming to the rescue when a pregnant pizza delivery driver was attacked and robbed Wednesday night. Atlanta Police Department officials told Channel 2 Action News 2 16-year-olds, a boy and a girl, were arrested in connection with the crime and charged with assault, possession of a firearm, and attempt to commit robbery.
Whoa.
The neighbor said he caught the suspects beating the woman with a rifle.
Jesus.
That's
what extreme.
Super extreme. And also 2 teenagers doing this.
Yeah.
1, another person, another human being. 2, a female. 3, a pregnant female.
Female.
What the? Oh my God.
Where's your parents at?
Yeah, I don't know. Where's the common sense?
Does that happen in Florida? No.
This is Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully we're giving Florida a break today.
All right, good.
This seems very Florida, though.
Yeah, it's a very Florida move right there.
Yeah. So anyway, they unfortunately were beating the woman with a rifle. Jesus Christ. So the neighbor, he then pulled out his gun. One of them turned around and he had a gun in his hand. Dennis Madris said he didn't back down. He said, I told them, drop the gun or I'll drop you.
Damn.
Right?
Just like that.
Just like in a movie or something.
That's gangster.
Drop the gun or I'm going to drop you.
Dun, 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 dun.
So then anyway, they threw the gun down and they took off. Officials said the victim suffered cuts and bruises on her face and was taken to the hospital as a precautionary reasons due, of course, to her being pregnant.
Yeah.
So she's all right.
Good.
And the neighbor is being held a hero. Hopefully, free pizza for life, or at least for the summer.
Yeah, more importantly, what happened to the pizza she was trying to deliver?
Yeah, does he get that?
Does he get that pizza?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did the pizza get delivered?
Yeah, ultimately. Or was it one of the fake calls to get the police, the pizza delivery driver to come to the house, then rob the person.
Right.
That's what it kind of seems like. Or
Sounds
maybe
like a setup.
Or again, pretty bold just to randomly like, oh, hey, look, there's a pizza driver. Let's go rob him or her.
Yeah, true.
That's a bold move.
Sounds more of a setup situation.
Also, what are your stances on tipping delivery drivers?
Ooh.
What's your percent? Do you give a percent? Is it 15? Is it 20? I've read it, or I just read something the other day, kind of sparked my interest, and it kind of coincides with this story.
Okay.
So yeah, what do you?
For me?
Yeah.
For me, when it comes to delivery, it's all about speed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you gave me a time where you're kind of going to be, okay, it's going to be 20, 25 minutes. If you're in there, I'll give you a tip.
Because 20% for the 20 minutes.
No, I wouldn't do 20%. Like, I'll do like... No. I'll do like 15, 20%.
Okay.
If you're on time, if you're early, you're good.
Right.
If you're on time, even better. Because, I mean, the driver's got to deal with it. He's got to wait on the kitchen to get it done, and he's got to get through the traffic.
Yeah, exactly. They're kind of like the don't shoot the messenger. They're kind of the in-between, which is unfortunate, right?
So, I mean, that's, if he can do it on time, perfect. You get a tip. If you don't, I've definitely done no tip. Like, if you've been late, like 10, 15 minutes, no.
Yeah, I might be the king of no tip over here.
You're Mr. Cheapo Tip.
Well, listen. Okay, I gotta write this down because I gotta remember what we're talking about.
Yeah, do it.
Because the other day I went up to get my overnight oats. I won't say from where because I don't want to put them on blast. But you know where I get my overnight oats from.
Yep.
There's a tip option.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm grabbing my oats.
Yep.
I'm putting it on the counter, and all you're doing is ringing it in.
Yeah.
There should not be a tip option for that. I'm sorry. You didn't make the overnight oats.
Yep.
Can't believe I'm complaining about overnight oats right now.
You are. This is the place to do it.
Talking Trends, where we just complain about everything in life.
Every day.
And anyway, yeah, you're doing absolutely nothing besides ringing it in. I think it's quite insulting. It's the customer to ask them for a tip. And it puts me, and I guess in this culture now, it's kind of uncomfortable because like sometimes you do feel obligated that you want a tip.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, and bringing it back to this whole delivery thing with this pizza driver, some places in the States, their minimum wage is like $2.
Yeah. We talked
about some of the places in the restaurant, and it's kind of sad in this case. Like, this lady's pregnant.
Right.
Not only that, she's probably getting that's not even considered minimum wage. That's just as wage.
Yeah, just wage
at that point.
Minimum.
And yeah, it's just like, and then she runs into getting beaten down with a rifle.
Yeah. Well.
So I mean, in that case, she's good. I'm giving her a $20 tip at least.
No doubt.
For being a brave lady.
Yeah.
And
what if she just came up to she's the delivery lady, she's pregnant, she comes to your door with the pizza and she's pregnant?
Maybe that's,
would you be like, oh damn,
are you saying that's her thing?
Maybe she's not really pregnant.
She's not really pregnant. She
puts that on there. Jesus Christ.
Just for some extra tips.
Sally says if it's 30 minutes or less, then you get a tip. She also asks what's your opinion on tipping at the Tim's or versus other fast food places. So for me, like if I go to the mall, the food court, and I grab something,
I like how you hold on to your L's.
Yeah, mall.
I want to go to the mall. Baby, suck on these
balls. I don't usually tip. It's the option there. I usually hit no.
Yes.
It's like, dude, like, okay, like I get it, dude. But I mean, you know, you're not. No.
I hate the way it makes you feel. Well, at least for me, because at those places, as you're saying, at Tim Hortons or just anywhere that's like. Yeah. The service is super quick. Like the food is already made. Literally, all the person is doing is like grabbing the Timbits, putting them in a box, and be like, "Hey, here you go. Oh, by the way, hit number 3 and or hit number 2 and give me a % of your tip."
Yeah, and she says versus Tim's too. So I mean, Tim's is like you're saying the same situation. I think people probably tip the most at any fast food place is Tim's.
Yeah,
because it's been known that you tipped there for so long.
This is true,
and that was before they put debit in place. So I bet they were super pissed when that came in place because forget about tips, they all gone. Everyone's tapping and moving on.
Exactly.
So that does hurt a little bit, but I mean, I don't know, man. Like, are you gonna tip for everything now?
And that's why I've been trying to get more comfortable with not tipping. Like I want to get comfortable where I don't feel bad for not tipping. And I'm at that place where I kind of don't, but I still do. Like I've been. Well, not trained, but like I'm like brainwashed into tipping people. And there's been times I've had bad service, and you know what? I still tip. I still tip like 10%. Anyway,
if I'm in a restaurant, I don't think there's been a time in a restaurant where I didn't tip something.
Oh, there's been times I've.
Well, I know you. I know you do. You make that a habit. But I mean, I'm just saying, like I don't usually not tip, but I'll usually tip more if the service is worth the extra tip.
I love it. Yeah, if the person's like super knowledgeable, like, hey, I recommend this certain wine with this pairing, and they're like breaking it down. Like, yes, you know what? Especially in this weird restaurant industry that we have in general around the world. Yeah, you deserve that tip, and I will be gracious with that tip.
There you go.
Yeah.
How you like them tips?
When I tip, it's worth it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Okay. How about that?
There you go.
Up next, on to a sadder note.
You got Sally. She's having no problem walking away without tipping.
Oh shit!
There's your girl right there.
Yeah, I got. Yeah,
there you go.
Let's take over the town by
There's
not tipping.
There's a female TK right there.
Yeah, that's it. Sweet.
Hey.
Up next on a sadder note, Joe Jackson, double J cubed. Or not, no, yeah, J squared. Sorry, J cubed would be 3. J squared, as we like to call him, or I like to call him.
Every day,
Joe Jackson is not doing so well when it comes to his health, ladies and gentlemen. Tony's going to talk about this.
Not doing good. Joe Jackson is dying.
Okay.
The 89-year-old retired talent manager's son, Jermaine Jackson, claims that his dad does not have very long left to live. But banned his family from visiting him after taking a turn for the worst. So there's we all know about the Jacksons. There's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of drama in that family.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Jermaine also says he's very frail. He doesn't have a long time. The family needs to be by his bedside. That's our intention for his final days. Joe has been ill for some time, but gave verbal instructions not to allow his family access to his medical records or visit him in recent days. But after 4 frustrating days of negotiations, his wife, Katherine Jackson, daughters, Rebbe and Giovanni, that's an interesting name, and granddaughters, Yashi, these names are crazy, finally saw Joe in Las Vegas, Nevada on Tuesday. Jermaine says no one knew what was going on. We shouldn't have to beg and plead and argue to see our own father, especially at a time like this.
True.
I agree.
You would think with the Jackson family, they'd be like, you know who we are?
Yeah.
You let us know.
Right. Joe, who suffers from diabetes, is also believed to have a form of dementia. Suffered a stroke in Brazil in 2015, which left him temporarily blind, hospitalized in 2016 with a high fever and failing during a routine checkup, according to certain reports. So he's not doing well. He's got a lot of things broken, basically. But it doesn't look like he's going to have very long to live here. He's had kind of a very tumultuous relationship with his family, his sons. People either love Joe or they hate him. It seems
it's a weird thing because you know what? If he wasn't who he was, chances are we probably wouldn't have known Michael Jackson.
True.
Or the Jacksons in general. Janet Jackson.
It's true.
Joe Jackson. Tito. Shouts out.
Toto.
Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of weird when it's like a love-hate thing because it's like from what I know as a fan of the Jacksons and kind of like an outside person, I don't have any insider information, and just specials and documentaries that I've seen. The guy was like super crazy with, super strict with the family and the training. Like that's what it was, like basically training his kids just to be like the best performers that they could be, and like borderline abuse. And in some cases, it was reported as abuse. So, I mean, it's sad. I don't like to see anybody pass away, but.
Yeah, I mean, no one really knows the full story of what goes on behind those closed doors. I mean, listen, that generation of parent, it wasn't uncommon to, physically, punish children, spanking, whatever the case may be, as wrong as it may be. But it wasn't uncommon.
Right.
The work ethic he had for his family and his kids, it was probably over the top.
But that was definitely uncommon.
Look at the friggin' talent he produced.
And this is true.
You know what I mean? So maybe that's what it takes to kind of get to that level. Whether he was doing it for his own personal gains in the end, who knows?
A little bit of both. You kind of have to wonder sometimes when parents do that. It's kind of like, do the parents want to live through the kids and kind of be like, like I should have had this fame and glory, and that's why I'm pushing them real hard, or it's a couple of those questions go through.
It could be, for sure, man. But you produced the friggin', I don't know, one of the best artists in history.
Yeah.
Right?
Iconic.
If not the best pop artist that ever walked on the earth.
Yeah, or moonwalked.
On the earth. Nice. So I mean, then you got Janet Jackson, you got the Jackson 5, you got, not LaToya, but I mean, everyone else did pretty good. Shots fired, baby. We love you, LaToya.
I forgot all about LaToya.
LaToya's like a Kardashian. It's like, what the hell do you even do? You know what I mean? Like, okay.
She somehow snuck in there.
Yeah, she's like, hey, it's me. It's like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, Joe, I'm pregnant again. Who cares about that one?
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck. Go away, Chloe. You know what I mean? Like,
get out of here, LaToya.
We don't
You're
care.
drunk.
But anyway, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's if he's this close to being, unfortunately passing away, I'm sure we'll hear about it when it does happen, if it does happen. But shouts out to the family.
Yes,
the Jacksons.
Yeah, I think that's the main point. Is just like, I feel most bad for friends and family who are down and going through the emotions and stuff. So, of course, my thoughts and prayers and positivity goes out to those people, what have you, at least. So, anyways, and also, it's halfway through the show, ladies and gentlemen.
It's that time.
It's that time. It's roll call time.
Cassandra asked if they knew the type of dimension. No, they didn't mention it in the ad. So, roll call.
In the ad.
Sorry, in the article, in the ad. Anyway, my brain is on the ad.
Yeah, speaking of dementia.
Yeah, I'm losing it.
Yeah.
Who's not losing it are the people that have joined us. Karen, Jeanette, Kathy, Alyssa, Chanel, Carrie, Lisa, Haley, who else? Jonathan, Bianca, and Cassandra.
2 seconds ago, I thought you were going to say Beyonce.
Sally. Yeah,
but shut up, yeah.
Sally, Jessica, and who else we got here? And Karen has also joined us. Thank you, guys.
Hello, everybody. We appreciate your time.
Much love.
Yes. Let's talk about hot dogs.
Who doesn't love a good hot dog?
Who doesn't love a good, delicious dog?
They are delicious. I ain't gonna lie.
This juicy the dog daddy.
The dog father.
The dog father.
As it were.
Is he still around?
I've seen him. I don't know.
He's like Loch Ness.
Well, yeah, he'd be like one of those. Yeah, the spot. He's on the radar.
Yeah, he's like a leprechaun.
I've had a few dog father dogs. They're good.
I definitely have as well.
I ain't gonna
Back
lie.
in the day when you could see him a little bit more. Anyway, Flying Hot Dog, ladies and gentlemen, was launched at a baseball game, and it left this lady pictured here with a black eye.
That must have been some wiener.
I'd say quite the speed on that little bastard.
Holy shit. Okay.
It was a flying Frankfurter and not a foul ball that left a baseball fan with a black eye in Philadelphia. Talk about the city of brotherly love. Kathy McVeigh says she was at Monday night's Phillies game when the team mascot, the Philly Fanatic, rolled out his hot dog launcher. Why is that a thing?
Is that a real thing?
Why is a hot dog launcher an actual thing?
Why isn't it a thing, man? It's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Can you Google hot dog launcher?
Yeah, we can do that. I might get some weird things come up on my screen.
Well, I'm going to Google it too. Sorry,
Excuse us for a
ladies. Yeah,
second.
sorry, that's we type, ladies.
Probably should have done. Oh my God! Look at this thing.
Yo,
it's something you ride.
This is crazy. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get the image
that
up.
image
I'm
up
gonna
there.
get the image up on the.
Sorry for not preparing before the show.
Well, I didn't know a hot dog launcher was actually a thing.
Apparently,
until now.
I didn't know you had to ride it.
Either did I. I didn't think it had
Ride the hot
wheels
dog.
and had an engine.
Yep.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is what a hot dog launcher looks like.
Get on the wiener, people. I don't know what that was.
I don't know. I don't know.
That was God.
Here's the hot dog launcher, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this thing. It's probably about the hot dog launcher itself. It's probably like 5 feet.
Yeah.
4 or 5 feet.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's a couple people driving this thing. Like it seats like 4 people.
The mascot's back there.
Yeah, the Phillies fanatic right there.
Hatfield hot dog launcher, wiener launcher. Look at the hole in the top of this
I
thing.
know, gross.
Who would eat it out of there?
Yeah, and there's. I was just picturing like a guy, some hungry guy, he can't wait, and he's just egging it on. He's just like open, mouth wide open.
Oh my God!
Right in here.
Right? I just picture Homer in the crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
Homer Simpson is like, this is his heaven. Who would eat it?
I don't know.
How many people actually catch it?
Also, how often is that thing cleaned
It's
inside?
never clean. I guarantee
Just
you.
lubed up with hot dog grease.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Anyways, this lady pictured here.
She got it.
She got it. So Philly the Fanatic rolled out his hot dog launcher. TM will may add a trademark, I guess. McVeigh was sitting near her home plate, and she says, all of a sudden, a hot dog wrapped in duct tape struck her in the face.
Jesus Christ. Oh, boy.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Kathy, shouts out to you if you ever see this podcast. You're brave.
Yeah.
You're, first of all, brave.
You're something.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Okay?
For your service.
Kathy McVeigh says she's suffering from a shoulder injury.
Shoulder.
So she was unable to swat away the hot dog.
She made a paper? Good Lord.
That must have been like coming at her in slow motion,
Oh
and
my
like
God.
her right shoulder was frozen and she wasn't able to use her left. Anyways, quote unquote, she said, I think it came so fast and it hit me like that and I just didn't even realize it. The hot dog bounced off my face and into another seat. She said, if it gives people a good laugh and it makes somebody chuckle, then it's fine. Well, thank you, Kathy.
Well, that worked.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, that worked. Thank you very much for that.
She left the baseball game and checked out. She was checked out at a hospital, and she has a small hematoma. And ladies and gentlemen, the hematoma is a bruise.
Yeah.
Just want to look that up.
Wow.
So anyways, the Phillies apologized to McVeigh on Tuesday, and the team has offered her tickets to any game. Okay.
Hey.
Playoffs, thank you very much. I'll take those tickets.
I'll take those. Yoink.
If they of course make it. Because
it up.
baseball's really weird
Yeah.
for playoffs. It's kind of
Is that a Phillies game?
Phillies, yeah.
They have a good chance.
But you know what, baseball, they take, for as many games as they play, was it 160?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I think more teams should be able to make the playoffs instead of, I think it's like only like 6 or 8 teams. Like it's something small. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not like a huge MLB fan, so I don't know, but I know the playoff structure doesn't make sense unless if you're not at the top of your division, you're not making it in. So you would think like maybe the top 4 teams of every division, they should play each other. But it's like only the top 2 teams, and it's done fairly fast. Playoffs are pretty quick in baseball.
Well, maybe because the regular season is so long.
It's unbelievable. This should be half that, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Even if it's that long, you know what? So what? Add another couple games. You guys are used to playing 160 games. What's another like
so.
20?
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyway.
Get a hot dog in your face.
Yeah, I mean, at least there's that.
But the angle of that thing looked like it would be like in the air. So even if it was coming down, it's not like shot point blank at you. Like if you don't see that hot dog coming.
Hey man, it's kind of like when you drop a penny off a really tall building. It picks up speed and velocity. So that's probably what's happening with this tinfoil wrapped hot dog. Once it goes flying up into the air, it gets to the arc, and then it's coming down like, what is it?
Duct tape wrapped.
Duct tape wrapped.
Duct tape is pretty, it's tight.
It could be tight. And then that thing's coming down at you at 9.8 meters per second squared. Is is gravity?
Yeah, a little physics here for you. People.
Yeah, exactly. So every second it's in the air, it's going 9.8 meters times. Anyway,
yeah,
little science for you.
You should have tried to catch it.
Yeah, in the eye. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, this is a crazy story.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of this. This person pictured here is going to jail. And the reason why she's going to jail is because she's a big fat liar.
Yeah.
And what she lied about is quite the serious offense.
Yeah, it's no joke. We talked about, things like this before, what would happen in the reverse situations of a similar type of situation. A Michigan woman who lied about being raped on her college campus was sentenced to jail time on Monday. Mary Zolkowski, 21 years old, was sentenced to 45 days.
Oh, what?
in jail after pleading guilty to fabricating a story about being sexually assaulted in a parking lot at Delta College in Bay County. The judge, Judge Joe Sheeran, who also ordered the woman receive a mental health assessment, did not give Zawalski credit for previous time served. So the judge deferred the woman to an additional, and this is a conditional, additional only 228 days in jail, which she'll only have to serve if she violates the probation. So if she doesn't violate, she doesn't get those days. She doesn't have to do those days anyway. She will be on probation for 2 years after her jail term of 45 days. She will also have to be tested for drugs and alcohol and partake in a substance abuse counseling course. So this is what it was. She reportedly admitted to making up the alleged rape, telling the judge, "I called Delta College and falsely reported the rape on their campus. My mother made the initial call, and I took the phone and continued the report." The woman told her mother that she'd been raped in the back of a parking lot, but never named any suspects. She said that she was assaulted previously, not on the Delta campus, and was ashamed of the circumstances around that. She told police she was walking to her car when a man grabbed her from behind and raped her without a condom while holding her face and throat. Then she said she only saw the man's hands, and he fled in the car before she could see her face.
White or black guy?
Doesn't say. So, okay. Well, she said she couldn't see his face. Only saw the hands. She saw the hands, but she didn't say what color. So the student at the time apologized. When investigators met with her a second time, she reportedly said the suspect was an acquaintance, and she had been raped at an apartment. So her story completely changed.
All over the place.
Just all over. She pled guilty to making a false report of a felony. So this was what the charge was. She faced up to 4 years in prison and a $2,000 fine. She ended up getting 45 days in prison, 2 years probation, and no fine.
Wow.
So, yeah.
As you were telling the story,
you're writing notes. You're the fucking lawyer.
I was writing all kinds of notes because this, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely absurd. First of all, 45 days? What?
Yeah.
The fuck is going on? How do you, if I was a judge, I don't know. Judges have been doing crazy things recently, and you can go back to the Meek Mill case. Speaking for judges doing crazy things, I would give her way more than 45 days just for wasting so many people's time.
Just wasting the court's time.
From the police, from the court, from the university, everything. Also, this is a joke. What kind of person does this? I'm glad she's being mentally examined and has to go to these. I
mean, yeah, but isn't that kind of like a cop out? I don't know. Like, I mean, she must be mentally disturbed or have mental challenges because she made up a story. Maybe she made up a story to pin it on a dude that she didn't like or what. Like, we don't even know.
Well, that's the thing. And to that, if you feel that she's mentally unstable, then perhaps maybe you should keep her in a little longer and not have her out in public and with society.
Like it's less than 2 months. It's 6 weeks. In jail.
It's like less than it's literally less than insanity. The insanity challenge.
Exactly, and that was hard time.
We're not sorry to compare that, but it's just the duration is kind of similar. What else did I write down?
What are your notes there?
I know. These crow scratches. And also, Does she get banned from university? Was she attending university? Does the university ban her for doing this? Also, on top of that, who hires a person like this for a job after they've done this? And this is like not this is like a pretty serious offense, like one of the most serious things you would want to even make up and admit to. So as a company, if I catch wind of this person, I'm like, and it says trustworthy on their resume. No, you're not getting hired. Thankfully, this person was made up, I believe, from what I can gather from your article, because there's been other stories over the years where false rape accusations have destroyed people's careers. A couple years ago, there was a guy who had a full football scholarship, and he was like apparently going to be one of the top prospects for the NFL. I remember that, And then someone accuses him of rape, and then not only does he get kicked out of school, he goes to jail for it. And then as a result of that, he is unable to play for the NFL. And a result of that is stripped away from potentially millions upon millions of dollars for him and his family. And again, super crazy thing I don't understand what people get off for doing this and just lying in general on another person.
Yeah, I think you're right, especially in that situation with the kid that potentially was going to go to the NFL. You can be charged, and this guy was charged and then convicted. And then they found out it wasn't true. So you need to get a pardon for the you need to have the charge and the conviction wiped from your record. That's what should happen. And then and it's so crazy because even you are innocent. That's still remember TK? Oh yeah, he had that rape charge. Oh, but he's innocent now. But still, that rape thing that hangs above your head, guilty or innocent, it's still there, and people will give you that look. Yeah, well, you're being judged by society at that point, right? And it's all across the social media, it's all across media. So no matter what you do from a legal standpoint to wipe your record, the name is always going to be. You can Google the name, and that's the first thing that's going to pop up. Exactly. And ladies and gentlemen, I was never involved in any rape. I'm just saying, just as hypothetically, I'm just saying the heaviness of the nature of the accusation. It sticks with you no matter what. Even again, like if you're innocent, it's going to hang up. And as you were saying, Google search, chances are your academic marks aren't going to come up first. It's probably going to be the rape charge that was falsely put against you. And again, your name has been drugged through the mug. Exactly. Through the mug. Yeah. Karen says exactly. It can be an impact on someone's life forever. So it sticks with you the whole run, right? And just like even if the person, like if it was a sports scholarship thing, just even in general, trying to get a job after that and going back to school, and like if you went through jail, like you should be compensated financially for that from the accuser. I think you would think so. Cassandra says she just wanted attention. That's just so crazy. There's other things you can do for attention. I mean, you could do a twerk contest. I mean, listen, she's not a bad looking girl. You know what I mean? Like maybe she is going through some mental thing. I don't know. You know what I mean? But Instagram, you can do all kinds of things now for attention, man. You don't have to be accusing people or made up thing. Like that's a lot. Like, and your story changes. Like, man. The good thing here, and I think from what I gather from the story, it doesn't sound like they don't name. She doesn't name because she didn't know who it was, right? But then she claimed it was an acquaintance, but it doesn't mention who that person is, meaning that I don't think anyone actually got charged with this one. And that's what I was happy about because it was made up. But then again, it's just so crazy. Which is a good thing because it didn't ruin someone else's life, but it could have. Yeah. And if the other person, if she didn't name names and that person did get charged, now it is ruining their life. And if they got convicted and then reversed later, it's the whole thing. So not only mention does it mess up the person that you made these crazy accusations against, ladies and gentlemen, it messes up your friends, your family, everybody that's close to you or your close acquaintances. Yeah. What's up, bro? What are you saying? What's up? What just happened? Yeah, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just playing with our bobbleheads. Yeah. Pause. Bobbleheads? Can we do? Is that what? Bobbleheads. Yeah, bobble. Like the actual bobbleheads. I don't name anything by bobblehead. Anyway, but and a lot of these situations. I mean, even when it comes to health, and a person is having poor health, it not only affects the person who's going through poor health, but it affects the
everybody that surrounds them, taking care of them, family, friends, acquaintances.
Absolutely.
And again, in these cases, when you're calling rape on somebody, you're not only affecting them, you're affecting innocent people that are, just associated with them. And then it's kind of like, what do people think of your friends? Like, oh, he must hang out with a bunch of rapers.
Yeah, true story.
Whatever.
Yeah, it affects so many different aspects of someone's life. But
so, ladies and gentlemen, don't be doing any false accusations on anybody doing it. It's just, poor character on you if you do.
And don't be rapey.
And ladies and gentlemen, don't go be rapey. Don't be
just
rapey
try to
people.
avoid that.
Yeah, just
don't be a stalker.
Yeah, don't be a stalker. Mind everybody's privacy. Let's just be nice human beings towards one another.
Try that.
Let's try that for a couple hours, and then you can build up to a day, and then 48 hours in a week, and then you can try and continue being a good human for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you do that, you'll probably have a lot less problems.
Good to go.
Good to go.
Nice.
Just a little life advice from this guy.
Life advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. World Cup.
World Cup.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
A few games happened today.
Yes, they did.
And Denmark, Australia tied 1-1. France beat Peru today.
Ooh, we win.
And Croatia crushed Argentina at 3-0. It's 3 games happening tomorrow. Brazil, Costa Rica, that should be a good game. Nigeria, Iceland, and Serbia and Switzerland. So 3 games happening tomorrow in full swing. Cristiano Ronaldo had a crazy game, scoring 3 goals in the other game.
Jeez. Is he the only guy playing?
The guy's a beast. Yeah, apparently he is. That's why he gets paid $1 gajillion.
Wow.
Dumped at his house every single year. So, but it's in full swing. Go check out some games if you can.
Speaking of games.
What's a game, y'all?
Your boys out here 5-0. Soccer, baseball.
Yeah, it was a good one yesterday.
You're looking at some good players here.
Number 1 in the league.
Number 1 in the league. Our plus minus is killing right now. I don't know what it's at exactly.
It's good.
It's good. But yesterday it was a little bit of a challenging game.
Right up until the 7th.
Yeah, and then we just got in cruise control.
We had a great inning in the 7th.
Yeah, it was good. It was a tight game, but I mean, our team played tight. The other team played well, but looking at 5-0. Hopefully, we can go the whole season without losing.
Hey, listen, let's do that.
Goals, ladies
and also, if you're around on Saturday, we're going to be playing softball for the. It's for Sid.
Yep.
Of course, Enwood. They do a thing. I think they started it last year, right? Was it last year?
No, I think it's 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yes. Yeah.
So a good friend of ours, Sid, passed away. May he rest in peace. He was a local promoter and a guy that really helped the scene here in the music scene. So they do a softball thing to raise money in honor of that. We'll be playing on the Commons field. I don't know which field it is yet, but at the Commons Saturday morning. I think our first game is like 9:15. If you're around, come on by, say hi.
Say what's up.
We'll flex our softball skills if we have any. If we don't have any, we'll find some people who do.
Yes.
So that's a word up to that. So hopefully you guys come up with that.
Yes.
And Ben has DJ Mutz has chimed in. He wants to let you know about the party boat.
Oh,
it's going down. The kickoff the summer 2018 is tonight.
Hey.
The hottest club on the water, he says. Hits the harbor tonight, 9:30 sharp. So get your tickets today. Murphy's on the water, boarding at 9:15. It is a good time. The boat is all right.
Nice. You know what you should do, Mutz? Should holler at your boys. And we should do a little giveaway next week.
Ooh, how about that, Daddy?
Let's do that.
Since we gave you a little plug there.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Let's do that.
I think so. It sounds like a good idea.
All right. Anyways. And that's what's up.
Yes. And tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we want to see you back here. Of course, if you have the time. Don't want to force you into doing something you don't want to do.
Make time.
This is
I'm coming to find you.
Yeah, this is consent between the both of us.
Yeah.
It's just we would like you to
no
be
rape.
Here tomorrow. Yeah.
No rape.
Everybody just yes.
No wieners in your face.
Say yes. Just hang out with us, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be here tomorrow for Friday show. Tony dubs it Sexy Friday.
I don't know where that came from.
Not sure.
Hey, Ben's going to give some tickets. We're good.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
So watch out next
Sexy
Thursday.
Friday tomorrow.
Yes, we'll have a slew of great topics for you as usual. And we would love you to join us.
Yeah, please do.
And whatever you get up to tonight, be safe. Don't do anything that we wouldn't do.
Or would you?
Or what? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we really do appreciate your time. So yeah, we will see you tomorrow, and be safe.
Peace.
We out. Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Talking Trends. If you like the show, please subscribe below.